Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides. I'm out here in the middle of nowhere in Palm Springs, California, because guess what? We have that update of that top selling truck that everybody knows is this truck right here. This is your updated, changed up, refresh 2024 Ford F-150, but it's not just your regular F-150. This is the F-150 Tremor. But before we get into this full-size off-road vehicle, let's talk about what's going on here. Ford, they have a plethora of F-150 trims that really fits everybody's lifestyle, budget, and what they want to do with their truck at the end of the day. When it comes to off-roading, yes, many people are going to think about that high-performance truck known as the Raptor and the Raptor R, but Ford has some big surprises for 2024 when it comes to the Tremor. This is going to be that vehicle that you want to go run the trails, you want to drive it down to work every day, wherever you want to bring it. That's going to get you through the tough and dirtiness of the jobs. Now, when it comes to the Raptor and the Raptor R, those still exist, and those are going to be those high performance trucks that really Ford created that whole class. But what I want to find out is, if you're looking for the best new full-size truck that has that off-road capability, but yet you don't want to go to the full extent of the Raptor R, is the F-150 Tremor the way to go? Let's go ahead. Let's find out what's different, what's changed, and what it's all about. Right off the bat, you'll notice that you're going to have the familiar look, but there are some changes, and it all starts at the front of the business. So you're going to see all new headlight design, and one thing that the Tremor has been connected with is the color gold. So you'll notice how they've taken the amber daytime running lamps, which are also your turn signals with your LED headlights, all encased in a new headlight housing. Working your way down, you do have LED fog lamps, and you do have the availability for the first time of a steel modular front bumper. So that's a nice addition. We come across the front grille. Like I said, to know that this is a Tremor, look for the gold trim. So we have our updated Ford badge. That's something you're going to see on all 2024 vehicles from Ford. Forward-facing camera and a unique grille, which is really large with the opening, so large that you could see the active shutters that open and close behind the grille. And please excuse the dirt. We've been playing around in the mud out here and getting this truck dirty as it should be. Now, working our way down, like I said, that new steel modular front bumper, nice hard material. You're gonna have your massive tow hooks, pull your trail boss out of the dirt, pull your GMC Sierra AT4, and then you'll also notice that you could actually see through this wide opening the skid plates. So we actually have skid plates all the way underneath the belly of this beast, protecting your fuel tank, for protecting your oil pan. Even your differentials are going to be all encased with that metal protection. You're still going to get two engine options. This particular one has the standard 5-liter naturally aspirated V8, 400 horsepower, over 400 pound-feet of torque, still mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission, but you could also get the optional 3.5-liter EcoBoost. That's that twin-turbo V6 setup with the 10-speed automatic. When it comes to the hood, love the way you still have that nice bold look, but you'll see the addition of these decorative flat black pieces. I am going to zonk it. I wish that these were functional like they are on the bigger brother Raptor. But definitely, let me know how you feel about the front end of this truck. And like I said, this truck competes with the Chevy Trail Boss, it competes with the GMC AT4, and of course, the Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. Now, as we come around the bend, of course, if we have new front end pieces, we're gonna have new wheels and tires, 18-inch wheel. It looks like the color is like a sand dune color, but it's not. They're actually gunmetal gray metallic. Please apologize the dirt. All new 33-inch General Grabber all-terrain tires, 33-inch tires. You can see the sidewall protection so we don't get a puncture. And then if you're wondering what's the tire size, 275 on the width, 70 series sidewall, gonna give you that nice off-road grip. They went ahead and redid the lower control arm and the steering knuckles to give us better trail feel when we're going down the rocky roads, but also give us more wheel travel. And that's what you get with the Tremor. Now, coming down the side, all nicely painted. This is sort of like that avalanche gray color. You'll see we have our F-150 Tremor badge with the gold, even the gold inside the functional fender venting, which is really nice. You have color matched, of course, on our mirror caps, LED turn signals, 360-degree cameras, and that's another thing. This thing has cameras located all over the truck. We are going to have our stationary running boards, which come with the vehicle. These are specific to the Ford Tremor. And what you're going to notice is that as we work towards the rear, you're going to get that 5.5-foot bed. So you're going to have plenty of room for all the things you need. And then Lori's going to come and show you how you'll be able to see all the changes that they made to the Hotchkiss suspension out back, the shock absorbers. You see the steel box frame. You can even see the differential, which has an electric lock. It's an electric locking rear differential. Look at the way we have it articulated on this mount. Lori actually chose this. I wanted to put it somewhere flat, but Lori's like, listen, if we're going to show the goods on this Tremor, let's show it all articulated. So you could see how much wheel travel we have at the back. Of course, we have the Tremor badge in the gold color. Really pops out nicely. And then coming around back, just like we started up front, we have all new LED lighting on the taillights. Nicely sculpted, no Thomas Edison light bulbs. I like the way this one is spec'd because it's got a nice tonneau cover, power sliding rear cab window. And then as we work our way down, we're going to talk about what's going on with the tailgate in a second, but you can see we have, of course, our new updated Ford badge, the F-150 name stamped in. On the driver's side, a tasteful Tremor badge. And I'm really digging how they reworked this whole lower rear bumper. You have your dual outlet exhaust, nice slash cut that is specific for the Tremor. We have our tow recovery hooks. And then, of course, you're going to be able to fully tow with this truck. And you have your rear step. So this step will drop down to allow you to get easy access. Speaking about easy access, Lori and I are going to swap sides. So she's going to swing around. And this is something that is all new from Ford. It's that Power Flex tailgate. So you open the door. What's great is that you could get your easy access into the bed. Obviously, we have an air compressor so that we could air up and air down while we're on the trails. Another thing you'll notice is I love the way it has the notches to where it allows you to open it up a certain length. What's nice about that is that when you have it in this position, you could have a trailer hitched to the truck and still open this rear door. Much different than what you would find on your Ram, and obviously Chevy or GMC or Toyota doesn't even have anything like this. Chevy and GMC has the multi-flex tailgate, but it doesn't open this way, and then of course it'll drop down. Nice setup. We have, of course, all the measurements that you could do, whatever you want to measure. Pick up a rock, pick up a twig. Watch this. So here we could find out just how long this is. Very nice. In centimeters or in inches. Get that out of here. On the driver's side, you'll notice our power onboard Pro Power generator. That's going to allow us to plug in our air compressor and get that ticking. We also do have LED lighting, which is really nice, very easily accessible. And of course, you have your secret storage container. But why don't we go ahead, let's pop the hood and check out the V8 underneath it. All right, guys, we got the hood popped on this Tremor. Now, like I said, you'll have your choice between the V8, which is what we have, and I like that naturally aspirated V8, or the 3.5-liter EcoBoost. Now, if you go V8, like I said, 400 horsepower, 410 pound-feet of torque, and it is mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission. When it comes to the other changes to the Tremor for 2024, you have the axle upgrade, you have specific control arms, the front knuckles, the electronic locking rear diff, the high lock transfer case, and of course, you have that unique exhaust with the active valve system. But there's nothing like a V8 engine in a Ford truck, or really any truck for that matter. So let's go ahead, let's fire it up and hear it roar. All right, guys, we're inside this 2024 Ford F-150 Tremor. I know you're saying to yourself, well, Joe, I want an off-road truck, but I don't want to go all the way Raptor route, and I definitely want a truck with a naturally aspirated V8, so I'm really digging this Tremor. How much is it? So MSRP, basically looking right around $64,744 for this particular Tremor. Let's see what you get for 2024. To the door panels. I love the upgraded materials. So you're gonna have that neoprene, almost like a wetsuit material, easy to clean with the gold stitching. You do have some wood style finish in the corner there. No gloss black, nicely padded armrests with more stitching. And I hope you brought your off-road Twinkies. You could fit 5 of them in that center pocket. We even have the B&O sound system with 17 speakers in here. And I love the door pocket because you could have a cold cut combo and a cold cut trio for your long days out in the trail roads, with 2 bottle holders for your favorite Mr. Pibb or Dr. Pepper. Now, going from the door panel to the dash, the soft touch material, the stitching, the little gold accents I like, and then I'm loving how they did this wood style finish. Open up the door. This is where you're going to be able to keep your collection of polished rocks. I know you still have that machine when you were a kid that you got for Christmas to polish all your rocks. You can keep your rocks in here so you don't lose them. And then when you slide on in, what do we have? That standard 12-inch infotainment system. Of course, you have Sync 4. I love the way they do all the different extra screens, especially off-roading out here. You hit the trail turn assist. That's new technology for 2024 on this vehicle. You got 1 pedal operation. I go into the different features. Of course, we have our Pro Power onboard, which is that generator that we're utilizing for the air compressor. And then you even have things like Smart Hitch, which is really nice. Cameras, throw it into reverse, nice clear resolution. We got 360, we got trajectory. You could change it, you could zoom in, whatever you need, all by the press of a button. I mean, look how easy that is. And I love the way they have that just straightforward and to the point. Working your way down, real physical knobs and buttons, especially for the dual climate control. On the Tremor, we have ventilated seats, and a heated steering wheel. We got our Pro Trailer Backup Assist, make you look like a champ. Start stop button, of course, trailer release. And then we have our drive modes and the ability to lock that rear differential. And the great thing is you could do it in 4-wheel drive or in 2-wheel drive. That's something new for 2024. There's more of that nice wood finish. Open up the door. You do have wireless charging, USB-C, USB-A. Here is your Ford key fob, nicely done with the buttons on the back. And of course, you have a nice Ford keychain here. Real leather. That's real authentic California leather. Now you'll notice we have the gunmetal gray finish that wraps all the way around. Pockets here for your Nature Valley granola bars. And I got a place for you to keep your paper towels. I'll show you in a second. 2 cup holders, a place for a Slim Jim, and then we have the leather on the shift knob here, on the shift lever. The leather on the shift lever. Say that 10 times fast. Of course, it's the folding style. Why is it fold? Because watch what I'm able to do. We have our nicely padded armrest here with the stitching. Open this up. This is where you could do your work, get peaceful out in the middle of nowhere, or open this bad boy up. Look what we got. We got a nice package for some wet ones, in case you need to get a wet one. There's a wet one. Or if somebody gives you a wet willy, you could clean out your wet willy with a wet one. Take that tray out. This is where you're going to want to keep those paper towels for the Nature Valley granola bars, because we all know they make such a mess, it's ridiculous. So keep your roll of paper towels in there. Go Bounty. Or Brawny. Brawny seems appropriate out here, because I think I saw, believe it or not, Paul Bunyan walking around, an old blue. USB-C's in there. Put my wet ones back. Don't want to lose those. And then the seats. Love the leather style material, the Tremor name embroidered in the gold, the stitching, even the way they show the gold through the perforations, the piping, full electric assist for the passenger and the driver. I have my auxiliary switches up top, which you could get your winches, you could get auxiliary lighting, and then of course we have our one-touch operation for our power shade because we have a panoramic sunroof. But why don't you come over here to the business end? I want to show you the 12 inches I have waiting for you behind the steering wheel in this Tremor. Guys, business time. High up in the mountains here, you'll notice those stationary running boards allow you to come in. You do get with the Tremor, the F-150, of course, all-weather protection. That's worth an extra 5 horsepower in my book. Then you have your seat controls, get that lower lumbar kicking. I'm 6 feet tall. I feel fantastic in here. Seats are comfy. Steering wheel, leather all the way around. Look at how they were very cohesive with the gold stitching. Even some of that wood-style finish in there. Flat black on the buttons. And then on the side, you'll notice that we have our electric tilting and telescoping steering wheel. And then you have, I promised you 12 inches. I'm going to give you 12.3 inches just because I like you. 12.3 inches of infotainment system screen. You'll notice that when you go into the very, very important off-road mode, I want to show you something here. So that's rock crawl. We're not rock crawling right now. Definitely don't want to go sport. Going off-road. Here we go. Off-road mode, watch what the screen does. So I'm going to hit OK. That's our specific off-road screen setup. Really like the way it brings all the important information to the forefront. Plus, it brings up our forward-facing camera with the tire tracks, and it actually moves with the steering wheel, which is great. And this stays on indefinitely until you want to turn it off. All the other brands don't do that. So nice to have the ability to see the rear diff locked, all of our pitch, roll, the whole 9 yards. And here's where you could change it up. There's our pitch and roll, really clear graphics, and you have the head-up display, which pretty much has all the same information up there. But why don't we get into the back seat, because I want to show you how much room there is in this 2024 Tremor. All right, guys, back seat time. And just like always, the F-150 brings so much rear seat room. Love the way the leather style material comes all the way around. You could easily store, I would say, 4 empanadas back here. There's actually an empanada stand at the next hill. This lady just hangs out here in the middle of nowhere and waits for vehicles to come by. So we're gonna pick up some empanadas. You do have your 2 cup holders. You definitely wanna have a Slurpee out here because today it's gonna get up to 106 degrees. Rear AC vents, 2 stages of heated seats, a 12 volt, 2 USB-Cs, and a home power source. So they got you covered there. Let me close that door. Nice and comfy. To make it even more comfortable, we do have a center armrest. And I like the way they brought the embroidery to the rear seat as well. And then, of course, if you have gear, you could store all the gear in here. Even though we do have the generator and the battery for that, you still have plenty of room for all the gear, shovels, maybe some tie-down straps, maybe even some pull straps in case you see a Toyota Tundra TRD Pro that's stuck out here. But why don't we go ahead? I know you want to go for a drive. I want to take you for a drive. But what I want to show you is this truck in motion. So you already heard what the sound of the V8 is. Now I want to show you what this truck in motion is like. And then we're going to wrap it up. And then I'm going to tell you all the details about the first drive. But let's see this truck in motion. All right, guys, another crazy day in so many ways. Make sure you stay tuned. May 22nd, May 23rd, we have major F-150 drive videos coming. 22nd is going to be the F-150 Power Boost. And then, of course, on the 23rd, we're going to have the bad boy, the Raptor R, both at 6 a.m. Eastern time. So set your clocks, set your alarms, get up early. I promise it will be worth your while. But let me know what you think about this new 2024 Ford F-150 Tremor. Is it the best truck over the competition with the changes that they made? Let me know how you feel about it in the comment section. But if you're new to the channel, you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, then you're being part of the Raised Rise family. Got to give it up to the hardest working person in all of YouTube, no matter if the ground is flat, paved, on a hill, rocky. Lori Givens, Raiti, working it like a champ. Thank you, Lori, for all that you do. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.